Hello, hello, and good day, everyone! Welcome to Drakan the Ancient Gates Glitch Tutorial, episode 34. And today, this episode is, how do I put it? It's going to be a little anticlimactic. Because at the very end of it, I'm going to be going through with you a glitch that I was looking so forward to when I was going to test it out ever since I discovered the mountain bypass glitch that I can do it anywhere. And without spoiling anything, I was so hyped up about it, and it's just like, what? No, I was able to get in there, and I can do literally nothing. Like, you have all these hopes and things that you can do, and then you just can't do them. It's like, I'm sure some of you have been there. Now, first off, it's going to be kind of, I don't know, like water gliding on the water? Because here you're normally flying over the water, normal turns, but do you know, if you hold down the X while gliding over the water, your movements become way more, like, harder to actually turn and control. Which kind of, how many have ever played that game, Diddy Kong Racing, back on the N64, or maybe have played it since then, if there's been any download, like on the Wii or anything. But if you've played it enough to get to the part where you're using those, what do you call it, water tube boats? I don't know, but basically the handling on that was atrocious. I swear, I was like crashing everywhere and doing stuff. So to kind of commemorate that, I'm gonna play a little, like, a tune that's just so catchy from that time, and from one of the stages called Pirate Lagoon. Let's see here. 3, 2, 1, go! Okay, this one's gonna be hard. Because Arokh said, don't land, no! Alright, then we're gonna make an about face and turn and try to come back. Whew. Okay, I think from this angle I should be able to pass that part of the ship if I don't crash first. God! Come on, turn! No! Crap! No! Don't land! Oh, gosh. It really does remind me of the days of playing Diddy Kong Racing and using that. Because that was the hardest thing to control, which made that octopus boss really tough, was all because of the controls. Why is it always the water stages, whether you're on the surface or you're underwater? Why does it always, like, all the mechanics of the game go out of whack? In any case, let's move on. I forgot to mention in the last episode, when I was up here, is a way to do the Sconekiller glitch. I really talked about that it goes farther, it goes higher, but I haven't really talked about its maneuverability. I would not be able to get here otherwise with a normal jump, and that it's able to maneuver around walls, outer limits, and edges to get to particular areas it would not be able to get to otherwise, like this island that's ahead of me. Let's see here. And there we go. I'm glad I'm able to finally talk about the maneuverability part, because even in the first episode when I showed it, it basically only did the distance and maneuverability, but not maneuverability by itself. So I'm glad to show you guys, and let's move on. If you were to do the glass ceiling right here, anything above it you can mountain bypass into, including even solitary peaks that have no connection to the outer limits. though it's often very hard to do because normally the peaks that do that don't have any walls or anything that. Because remember when I talked about, I forget which episode I mentioned it, but about the right angle. If the mountain is at a right angle, it makes it very easy to get into. When you don't have that right angle, especially when it's an obtuse angle, it is very hard to actually mountain bypass into. Let's try to use other parts of the mountain and see if we can bypass in here. There's many different peaks. Oh, I think I almost had it there. Try again, try again. Come on. Come on, you're right there, Arokh. Right there. Oh, this might be a good spot. Oh, there. Oh, I thought... Oh, come on. That looked like he was ready to go in there. There. There we go. See? A lonely peak, and I'm now inside it. I don't know for how long. A nice lonely peak that really I cannot travel really anywhere to because I'll just be popped right out. That's kind of interesting. A nice lonely peak out here. Alright. Now here we are at the crystal mines, and I'm sure you guessed with the mountain bypass glitch I can mountain bypass and get into where the crystal mines is. Now let's go ahead, just skip the whole exposition and go straight to it. I can talk to you while I'm doing this. So first, we just do the mountain bypass glitch into the mountain. Now what we want is to be right here, right in this spot. I think this is good enough right here. Let's save and see what happens. There we go. Load game. Yeah, I think I got way too close to the mountain. Oh wait, no, come on, Arokh, you're right there. You're right there. You're just hitting the wall. There we go. Gosh, I guess I just needed to rotate Arokh to get in here. I keep forgetting about that. If I'm in that position, when I load the game, or sometimes even when Arokh's already phased out when I save the game, I just need to remember to rotate Arokh around like this, and then there we go. Okay, so let's go ahead and get in here. Now, as you can see, it can only be triggered by Rynn. See? Nothing. But there is a way past that. If you are to position Arokh in just the right place, let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and save where I am, so in case if anything happens, in fact, I'll save right in the spot where I think the transition. Let's see. Save game. So let's see here. Here's my strategy. I'm going to back Arokh out of here. I want to use a landmark. So let's look at these rocks. We're going to move sideways and see where it happens to transition. Is it this line right here? Yes, it's that line. If you saw that line right there by the rock, so that's where the transition is. So that's where I want to position, where I want to run into Arokh. So let's see here. So 1, 2. Oh, yeah, that might work. So jump. Okay. Eggs out. Okay. Then run at Arokh. Ah, darn. Not close enough. So let's back up once. Eggs out. Run to Arokh.
I'll wait for you here.
A little bit
Rynn,
back.
let's get going.
So 2. Okay. Run at Arokh. Gosh, this is getting... Back up, back up. Just repeat the process until this happens. When you are saving while she is in the process of mounting Arokh. Now, let's save over this one. Now, let's go ahead and go through the save. Notice how it's taking a lot longer. because this is not supposed to happen. The load will take a lot longer. And there's going to be a point in here, which I'll probably skip to, where it's going to freeze. And it's almost going to look like, oh my gosh, did the game just froze on me? Is it a corrupt file? I just let it play it out, and eventually a black screen happened. So let's go ahead and skip to that point. Okay, here we are. It froze. It froze right here. It says, do not remove memory card. I was debating if to turn off the PlayStation 2 because it's like, oh no, is it just gonna glitch out? Oh, I would just want to go in the crystal mines with Arokh. It'll be so cool. Okay, now we are at the black screen. We are finally at the black screen. Though it actually might appear, I'm looking down at the recording here, and it looks like it might appear on your screen that it hasn't turned black, but on my screen it has. So let's go ahead and at this point we're going to turn off, or actually reset the PlayStation 2 and see if we cannot log right back into the save. Alright, we are back in the game, and let's go ahead and see what came of that save. See, it's right there. Oh wait, it's right here, yeah. Right here, the crystal mine. Now let's see what happens. I already know what happens. It's crushed my dreams. Because I think this is the only place you can do this. And this is what happens. It already says, load, freeze, load the last save game. At least, thankfully, you can press the start button. It'll load. And all you see is Rynn mounting an invisible Arokh. You can't move, you can't do anything. Except just press the start button and go back to the main menu. At least the developers were courteous enough to actually give that option. In fact, I don't even know how they even managed that. Since there was no beta testing to begin with, that was actually even an option when that happened. It's like, what are we gonna do if Arokh actually gets through? If they get Arokh into a transition save with only Rynn would go? Oh, you're right. I know. Well, if it does happen, it'll glitch out, but we'll give them the option to press start to go back to the main menu. Yeah. Except it still makes it a game ending glitch. Who would have thought that a transition save would in fact kill Rynn, and of course dash my hopes, my all hyped up hopes about doing this glitch. Just like Vegeta, just relenting my crushed dreams. But in any case, that's it for this episode, and I'll see you all in episode 35. Go and have a great life.